there's a prevalence at the moment. I think we've been having office jobs, been sitting at computers, but that's become more and more common these days, particularly with people choosing to work from home. We are watching TV, we are having our heads in our handheld devices. Humans are having more of a sedentary lifestyle these days, and of course sitting at the piano and leaning forward with your arms and leaning forward with your neck to look at the sheet music is also something that can result in us having our posture a little bit not as good as it normally might be, and our heads forward, of course craning our necks. And because of those things all adding up, we can be subject to some strains in our body, in particular our upper torso. And also, if you don't look at it and pay some attention to it, it can turn into pain. I'm even more excited because it's sort of a bit of a weird topic for a piano teacher to be talking about. Throughout my piano career, I've had strain from just being a bit of a rock star and generally not paying that much attention to my technique. Most of my focus throughout my pianist career has been on being creative, writing songs, jamming, learning more and more about harmony and improvising and songwriting and all of those creative things, rather than focusing on the technical. So I found that when I wasn't employing technique and not focusing on it, I would get things like strain in my neck, I get strain in my shoulders, and in more recent years I've been having a lot of problems with my upper back, until I moved to a little beach town in New Zealand called Raglan. Now, let me tell you a little bit about Raglan. Raglan has black sand beaches, and the black sand has a high iron content. Also, as well, and part of that vibe is that there's a lot of healing sort of practices here, and one of them is yoga. In fact, Raglan is deemed the yoga capital of New Zealand. So it's no surprise that when I moved here, I started doing yoga as a way to just loosening up. And after a while, when I started doing more specific yoga to my injuries, it actually started helping my injuries and preventing that pain. And that's where I met an instructor called Bexy, and she is one of the part owners of a cooperative in Raglan called The Space. Of course, I got to thinking, if I can't be the only pianist that's doing this, and in fact, when I asked you guys about it, you guys said, look, we also are having trouble with strain when we're sitting at the piano for a long time, or just strain in your daily life. Maybe you're not hurting from playing the piano specifically yet, but maybe you're just noticing the stress in your shoulders, you're craning your neck, you're doing a lot of this to look at your phone or the TV. Then this is going to help you just hugely. What we do not want, what we want to avoid at all costs, is that when we sit down at the piano, we're just hurting. I definitely am no stranger to pain, and I know that it's really difficult to enjoy an activity that you would normally enjoy when you are in pain. So we want to avoid that by doing some of this yoga, especially for pianists. That yoga instructor that I talked about earlier, Bexy, I enlisted her, got her on board to help me make a program that is not just for the people that use devices or people in everyday life. It's specifically for pianists. So we got together and we thought about all the things that being a pianist puts strain on. And Bexy, who is a professional yoga instructor, she put together this amazing program to specifically combat those areas that pianists struggle with. And of course, I just want to say, if you've never tried yoga before, it's going to be fine. It's totally for beginners. I guarantee you that even if you've never done yoga before, you are going to find the benefits of this program. I want to give you guys a sneak peek at the course. You can do this at home right now. So make sure you've got a chair and make sure you've got a little bit of space, because you are going to be moving the arms around. Let's do it. Are you ready? Hello pianists, so we're here to do a little 5-minute yoga sequence that you can just do seated at your piano, sitting on your bench or your chair. just to work the upper body and kind of get some nice release for the shoulders and wrists. So just start by moving your shoulders and just kind of circling them, feeling into where they're at. Notice if there's any tightness. You can take little movements to your head, maybe circles, just exploring for now. Maybe the upper spine moves a little bit, the back. Just kind of feel into that space. And then we'll start to center the weight. And we'll take a big breath in. You can just circle the hands and reach up as you breathe in. And then as you breathe out, bring the hands together into the heart. And do that 2 more times. Nice big breath, nice big circle the hands. Look up as the hands meet up. And then exhale, hands together into the heart. 1 more, maybe enjoy a deeper breath. Bigger stretch up. And as the hands come together, we'll bring them to the heart. And now we'll interlace the fingers. We'll press the palms forward. And we'll take a few breaths here, just letting the spine round and breathing into the kind of back of the rib cage, the backs of the lungs. Nice deep breath there. And then send the hands up to the sky and press through the palms and take a few breaths into the side ribs. Nice deep breaths, feel that expansion and contraction into the sides of the lungs. And then bring your hands behind you and just interlace your fingers. If you've got the back of a chair, that might even help the stretch. You can kind of perch your arms there, or if you're on a bench, just drawing the knuckles down and back. You can draw the chin to the chest, take a little stretch for the back of the neck. And then turn the gaze up, open the chest and throat. And again, those deep breaths, this time into the front ribs, fronts and the lungs. So it's this nice 4-way breath stretch. Nice. And now we've got a little bit more space on all sides of the rib cage. You can just bring your hands back to your lap. And we'll take an easy twist here. So you twist to the right, we'll do opposite. So you're going to twist that way. So that they see us twisting to the right. Okay. Mirroring our people here. And that right hand can kind of hold on to a chair or the bench, whatever you've got, and then that left hand can press into your right leg to give you some traction there. Take a breath here. When we've kind of twisted the body, the breath can flow into different parts of the lungs, so still keep breathing deeply, opening up those spaces, and then unwind. Feel that unwind of the spine, and then that rewind as you come to the other side, just holding on to wherever you reach on your seat. Breathe into that twist. And then we'll just let ourselves unwind, kind of let the shoulders turn back to center. Place your hands on your lap and hug your shoulders up towards your ears. And then just let them drop down. And you can do that with the breath. Yeah, you just did that naturally. I inhale as you bring the shoulders in and exhale to drop them. 1 more like that. So I'm really focused on dropping the shoulders back and down, sitting up tall through the spine. Looking after our body as pianists is huge. As I said before, when we're in pain, it's difficult, or when it's a strain to do something, we're less likely to do it. Or if we force ourselves to do it, it's so difficult to be creative, to enjoy ourselves, to get the meditative benefits of playing the piano. It's really difficult if you are feeling strained or you're in pain. So go to that tiny little link there and you can sign up to be a creative pianist, and of course get access to this course when it comes out at the end of August. Have a wonderful week and remember to play it like you mean it, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.